If you follow my channel, you know I recently reviewed the Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Carbon 7th Gen and also the X1 Yoga 4th Gen, and I absolutely love them. I think they're some of the best offerings that Lenovo ever has produced, and for good reason. They're premium high-end laptops, but they come at a very hefty price. Now, if you're in the market for something that has that ThinkPad quality, you may want to check out this next offering that Lenovo sent over for me to take a look at. It's the Lenovo ThinkPad T490s. Yes, I did review the T490, its bigger brother, about a couple of months ago and really liked it. But this actually comes in at a really good price, and it competes favorably with the Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Carbon that I just took a look at, but comes in several $100s less. Yep, it won't break the bank. Hey everybody, it's Andrew, and this is my review of the Lenovo ThinkPad T490s. Coming up. Want to see more videos like this? Why not hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit that notification bell. This way you'll be alerted every time I post a new video. Now I know some of you are not getting notified, so make sure you follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I'll let you know when I post new videos on those platforms as well. Now, before we begin, in the interest of transparency and full disclosure, Lenovo sent this over for my unbiased opinion. I'm not being paid by Lenovo. I'm not being sponsored by Lenovo. All the opinions you're about to hear are my own, and no one is seeing this video before its release. And the review unit is on loan from Lenovo. Once this review is done, I will be sending it back to Lenovo. Now, one of the reasons I wanted to review this model at this point is because there's a massive sale going on right now to usher in the fall over at Lenovo.com. The starting price for the T490s is now $899, and that to me is a steal because, as you will see, this laptop really checks all the boxes in a lot of the categories that we definitely want to see in a thin and light laptop. I'll put the link below for more information where you can buy the T490s among the other ThinkPad laptops over at Lenovo during this sale. So definitely check it out. Again, the link will be in the description of this video. And with that out of the way, let's find out what you get inside the box. Let's open it up. Now, in the box is a 65-watt USB-C power adapter. You also get your extension cord. You get some warranty, safety information, and of course some documentation. Holding the unit for the first time, and I have to say, wow, I love how thin and light this is with that magnesium alloy chassis. It's actually very premium and stealth looking, but thin and light at the same time. It's also very durable with that mil standard 810G rating. And I especially love the fact that it has a spill-proof keyboard. And of course, as we always do on my channel, let's check out the port selection. On the left side is USB-C 3.1 Gen 1, a Thunderbolt 3 port that supports 2 lanes. You have your breakout port for your Ethernet. They do give you an adapter in the box, so that's good. You get a USB-A 3.1, an HDMI 1.4, and a 3.5mm audio jack. On the right side is your optional smart card reader, a heat vent, a USB-A 3.1, and a Noble lock port to lock the laptop down. And on the back is where the SIM tray is for the optional LTE, and also houses the micro SD card slot for storage expansion. While this is a pretty decent port selection for this laptop, there are some missing ports that I think the business user and the average consumer might need as well, specifically a full-size SD card slot, among other ports. But I actually found a really good solution. It's a 9-in-1 USB hub that I think every person should get because this will give you all the missing ports that are needed. Okay, let's check out those ports. You get a VGA port. A lot of business users will need that, believe it or not. You also get that SD card slot that's missing on this laptop. This provides it along with a micro SD card slot, so you get both. That's even better. You also get an HDMI port, and you get a USB-C port. And on the other side, you get a 3.5mm audio jack, which can be used separately, or you can use it with an HDMI port. That's even better. And in addition to that, you get 3 USB 3.0 ports. And they put a rather thick cable on there so it won't break or fray. That's been a problem on other USB-C ports. That's good to see. This will last. And unlike other USB-C hubs we've seen in the past from other sellers on Amazon, this one does a better job with heat dissipation, and that's always good. And even better, you can use it with all sorts of devices, including laptops, 2-in-1s, tablets, and even your smartphone. It even works with a DeX mode. I just checked out the Samsung Galaxy Tab S6, and I'm going to use it with this. I'll demonstrate that in my full review. But this is a great deal, and it only comes in at $34.99. That's probably the best part about this. You get those 9 ports at a really good price. Now, I'll put the link below for more information on where you can buy it, but I really am impressed with this 9-in-1 USB-C hub. Now, when it comes to the display, there are actually 4 options, but the one Lenovo sent over for me to review was that low power 1-watt Full HD display. It has a resolution of 1920 by 1080. It's actually a really nice display, very sharp, very crisp. It really does a good job in terms of color accuracy. It also covers the color gamut really well. 100% sRGB, 75% Adobe RGB. So if you're a creative professional, this definitely is a good choice as far as display options are concerned. And it's also a pretty bright display. It's actually very bright at 385 nits. It's a very good display in terms of brightness. I like to see anything over 300 nits, as you know. Now, as it compares to its competition, you can see it did better than the X1 Yoga 4th Gen Full HD. It also did better than the X1 Carbon Full HD. So it's a good option when it comes to the display. Now, as far as the bezels are concerned, they're actually pretty slim bezels, although not the slimmest I've ever seen. But this has been typical of the ThinkPad line. And it's an anti-glare display. No unnecessary reflections, no unnecessary glare. It's pretty much a matte display, so I love that. It's got some really good contrast and some excellent viewing angles. And I love the fact the screen folds all the way flat, as you see here. I wish all laptops have this. This allows you to get the perfect viewing angle each and every time. This is a must-have in my book. And the fact that this is a 1-watt display means you're going to get better battery life, and that's always good. So this is the front-facing camera on the Lenovo ThinkPad T490s, and I have to say, not bad. I've been seeing a lot of bad cameras of late, even on the higher-end laptops. So this isn't really too bad. This is 720p, 30 frames per second. Definitely will be good for Skype. Definitely will be good for video conferencing when you need it. So a lot of business users are more interested in this laptop, so that's good to see a decent camera on it. I want to know what you think. Let me know in the comments section below. And of course, there's a Think Shutter switch to give you more security, more privacy. Gone are the days of having to put tape over the webcam. Nice. Now, when it comes to battery life, this thing did really well. You'll definitely get all-day battery life out of the T490s, scoring 10 hours and 20 minutes on my continuous web surfing test, which was definitely well within the category range that I want to see, definitely above the 8-hour threshold that I like to see on these thin and light laptops. Now, if you do need to plug in, they do supply with a 65-watt power adapter. It's USB-C and will give you 80% in only 60 minutes. Total charge, you're looking at around an hour and 45 minutes. That's really good. Now, when it comes to performance, you won't be disappointed. The review unit that I have has the Intel Core i5-8265U. It's the Whiskey Lake processor, 8th gen processor from Intel. It's also got the Intel UHD Graphics 620. There's no dedicated GPU option like you do get with the T490, its bigger brother. But having said that, take a look at these benchmarks. The PC Mark 10 test, which is a good indicator of everyday use, did really well. Things such as Microsoft Office, email, web browsing, consuming media, it all did well. Take a look at the Geekbench 4 test, which is a more of a synthetic benchmark, but it also gives you a good indication of what this laptop's capable of performing. Now, as far as the Cinebench R15, it also had a good score. Now, when it comes to gaming, well, you can play some of the older titles. If you lower the settings, you'll get some playable frame rates. But of course, this is not a dedicated gaming laptop, so any thoughts of playing some of the AAA titles on its highest settings, you can forget about it. I would go with a dedicated GPU if you're going to be doing that, some laptop that is dedicated to be a gaming laptop. But that's not what this is about. This is more of a productivity machine with the occasional game here and there. You can definitely do it. But if you do want to connect to an external GPU, you do have the option, because this does have a Thunderbolt 3 port, but it only supports 2 lanes, not the 4 lanes we'd like to see, so that's something to keep in mind. Now, when it comes to the thermals, I thought Lenovo did a good job in terms of the cooling, although when you really put it under heavy load, it will start the thermal throttle, but that's typical of any thin and light laptop. This is no exception. Now, as far as fan noise is concerned, it wasn't overly loud, wasn't too annoying, so that's good as well. Lenovo makes it really easy to access the inside of this laptop. All you need to do is loosen the captive Phillips head screws, remove the bottom plate, and you're in. It's that easy. Now, once inside, you'll notice that 57 watt-hour battery. Now, as far as what's upgradable, unfortunately, the RAM is soldered into the motherboard. You won't be able to upgrade that like you can with the T490. So the T490s, you can't do that. And the Wi-Fi card is also soldered in, so you won't be able to upgrade that either. However, you do get some very good downloads and uploads from that Wi-Fi card. But what you can upgrade, of course, is that SSD, although you do get some very good reads and writes, as you can see here. Now, of course, this being a ThinkPad, we're expecting good things out of the keyboard, high expectations, of course, and this doesn't disappoint. Really good key travel, good tactile feedback. You get those smile-shaped keys that are nicely spaced out. Everything feels good, feels comfortable, especially for extended periods of typing. I love the fact that it has a multi-stage backlight that allows you to get work done in a dark room or a dimly lit environment. The keys light up really nicely. And it has a precision touchpad. Physical mouse buttons are present here. Really good responsiveness. Two-finger scrolling was excellent, as well as all of your Windows 10 gestures. They worked as advertised. Now, it also has a track point, one of my favorite pointing devices. We have it here as well. It worked really well. Again, very responsive. Good job on that front. Now, when it comes to the speakers, there are two downward-facing speakers on the T490s, as you can see here, and they're actually pretty good, filling up the room rather nicely. Hint of bass as well. Not bad for a business-focused laptop. There's also a fingerprint scanner located below the keyboard on the right side, registering my finger pretty much every time I used it. Great for Windows Hello login, great for extra security. Okay, let's wrap it all up. Can I recommend the Lenovo ThinkPad T490s? And the answer is absolutely. This is an excellent thin and light laptop that really comes in at a great price, especially right now with a sale going on over at Lenovo. If you're in the market for, say, the X1 Carbon, take a look at this as well. This comes in several $100s less with a starting price of $899 right now. And to me, that's a steal because I really like its sharp, bright anti-glare display, all-day battery life, very good performance, and of course that decent webcam with that Think Shutter switch for more privacy in a thin, light, and very durable design, and of course that spill-proof keyboard. Now, there are a couple of negatives, nothing deal breakers in my book. First, there's no upgradability as far as the RAM is concerned like you do get with its bigger brother, the T490, and there's no dedicated GPU option. That's something we're starting to see on these thin and light laptops. Not an option on this, although it is an option on the T490. But I think Lenovo did an excellent job with this laptop. I'm going to give it a score of 92%, making the Lenovo ThinkPad T490s worth your money. So what do you think about the Lenovo ThinkPad T490s? Thin, light, stealth looking with that magnesium alloy. I love this black color. It looks really sleek in my opinion. I really like the design. Now, what I really love about this, right now you can pick it up on sale, massive sale over at Lenovo. All the information in the description of this video where you can buy it, because this really is a laptop that does check all the boxes. Really nice full HD display, really nice keyboard, of course, we've come to expect with the ThinkPad line. Really responsive touchpad, really great track point. Excellent battery life with this 57 watt-hour battery, 10 plus hours. Of course, you're going to have all-day battery life. That's something we really want to see. Ships with a 65 watt power adapter to give you fast charging. There really is no negatives, ladies and gentlemen. This really does check all the boxes. It has a Thunderbolt 3 port. It really gives you a lot of options. But I'm curious to know what you think. Let me know in the comment section below. What do you think of its price tag right now? You can get it on sale starting at $899, and to me, that is a steal. Again, go over to Lenovo. I'll put the link in the video description below. So please hit the like button, please subscribe, please share this video. Don't forget to leave a comment in that comment section below. Let me know how I'm doing. Let me know if there's a device or something out there you think I should review. I'll do my best to try to make that happen. Don't forget to check me out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course my website, amdtechreviews.com. So until next time, this is Andrew from AMD Tech. See ya. Hey everybody, it's Andrew, and this is my review of the Lenovo ThinkPad X. Hey everybody, it's Andrew, and this is my review of the Lenovo. Hey everybody, it's Andrew. Damn it, what the hell's the name of this product? Fourth,